Hi there and welcome back to Press Ups. Today we are going to look at plugins, mostly because in the last Press Up I looked at updating some plugins that were available on my site and did that. And so I thought I ought to then stop and tell you what plugins are and what they do. So what you can see today is I'm logged in as the administrator because only administrators can see and not use plugins, but can see the list of plugins and update the list of plugins, update plugins, install new plugins, things like that. And what plugins do is they are like little modules that you can install which make WordPress do new and different things. So unlike themes which make WordPress look different, plugins give you extra functions. So you might install an events plugin which gives you some events, or you might install a comments plugin which gives you a better commenting system. So it affects the way that WordPress works. Events is a really great example. Quite a lot of sites might want to list events, so let's go and install an events plugin and see what happens. So to do that we go to the plugins list, click on plugins, and when you first install WordPress you'll just have Akismet, which is a comment spam protection plugin. And you'll have Hello Dolly, which, let's activate Hello Dolly. So I'll just click activate and that will turn this plugin on. And then all that does is that puts some text up here. It says, golly gee fellas. It's a lyric from a song called Hello Dolly and it just prints it up here. And if I visit the screen again or change screens, it will print me a different quote from that song. It's a bit pointless, but it demonstrates what plugins can do. Once that's activated, I can click deactivate and it disappears. I don't like Hello Dolly, it clutters up my system a bit, so I'll click delete to actually delete the plugin. So deactivating stops it working, but leaves it installed in your system. If I delete it, it actually removes it from my system completely. I've installed two others here. One is called Limit Login Attempts, which is a security plugin which stops people unnecessarily or stops unauthorized people from trying to log in too many times, and WordPress SEO, which is not active yet, but which does what's called search engine optimization, which we'll do a special series on at some point. Ignore them for now. We want to install an events plugin, and there's nothing in the list of installed plugins to tell me that I can do events, so I need to click add new, and then so this is a screen of plugins that you can install. These are featured, there are popular, recommended, and you can create your own list of favorites. I'm just going to search one, so I'm going to type events. Hopefully this will show me the one that I want. And you can look at the different star ratings and numbers of downloads. We'll pick a really popular one. This has got over 1 million downloads and has a high star rating, and I use it all the time. So I'm going to install Events Manager by clicking install now. It says, are you sure you want to install it? And I'll click OK. That then says it's downloading it. So what this does is this actually copies this package or this module down to your own hosting and adds it into your WordPress system so that it becomes available for use. It's not actually turned on when you do the install, so we'll then have to activate it to make it install. Themes work in the same way. You add them to the system and then you switch your theme on. Now I can activate the plugin straight from here, or I can go back to my installed plugins list and I can activate it. Here it is, Events Manager. I can activate it from there. And when that is activated, what you'll see is that added a new events item down here. So I can now add events into my WordPress system. I won't talk you through exactly what the Events Manager does, maybe that's a topic for another day, but hopefully you've seen there that by adding this plugin and activating it, I've made WordPress do something new that it didn't do before. It lets me add and display events. To actually set this up, I'll need to go and add some settings first. Here we go, I've now got a bigger menu and I can go into the events here. I can add an event, much in the same way that I would add a post, and give it a title and so on. So yeah, but the aim was to demonstrate installing a plugin. Hopefully you've seen that, installing, activating, deactivating and deleting plugins. That's how they work and what they do.